So this is so exciting. I'm gonna be in my very first music video. Not like my music video, not like a friend's. I'm talking like an actual pop star's music video. I got the email a few weeks ago and I thought it was fake. I was like, of course, like this is not real. It's real. I was asked to be a part of Jason Mraz's comeback single. This is just like, if my middle school self could see me now. His song, I'm Yours. His song, Lucky. I'm lucky I'm in love with my best friend. I used to, oh my God. Although I was straight when that came out and I really thought I was in love with Haley, but that's a whole other thing. Anyways, he is such a huge name, and for me to be considered is wild. I guess the whole premise of this video, which is like his first pop single in so many years, there's gonna be like influencers that are doing cameos in his new music video, and I'm one of them. And I'm so shook. I actually shot it very recently, but I didn't really like get to vlog. It happened so fast, I didn't really get to like vlog the experience, so I'm just sitting down telling you about it. I was so, as always, scared, nervous, didn't really know what was happening. I got to set and it was shot in LA like 2 hours away from me. And as soon as I pull up, I saw Paget. I didn't say anything to him until I saw him a little bit later, but I went up to him, gave him a big hug, and I was like, oh my God, I love your videos. And he was so sweet, so nice. Gay News was also there. I got to talk to him for a while, and I've never met him before. He's a huge TikToker. I got to meet Nick. He's like the news anchor that does all of like the dances on Instagram. Lindsay Sterling, who I've known for a long time, so it was so sweet to see her. There were like TikTokers there with like 7 million followers who came up to me and they were like, oh my gosh, our gym teacher used to play your workouts in high school. And I was like, oh my God, and also, oh my God, I'm 30 and you're like 20 years old. I'm dancing in this video, right? I apparently have a cameo appearance. I don't know what I'm doing. And then I find out that I'm in like a big group dance thing at the end. So I'm on set. I get there a little bit late because I had a sweat session that day. So I was already like behind. I get there and they're getting ready to shoot. I've seen no choreography. I have no idea what's happening. I have never seen this dance before. And everyone's like, oh, we got this dance like last week. Like you haven't been practicing? And I was like, no. I'm not worried, but like Lindsay Sterling was really sweet and she like went over the dance with me and made sure that I knew it. But I got to practice it like twice and they're like, okay, all right, we're shooting. And everyone like got into place. It was this single take video. So they like rented out this whole country club and they're just like walking through the space with the camera and Jason's like going through every room and there's no cuts. Everyone has to be perfect. And so I'm like freaking out because everyone's like got practice except for me. So my part is they throw me in this hallway and there's like a wall of like Jason Mraz's from the past on the wall. And Jason like walks past me and like I come out of the hallway and I start like doing this dance. They were like having me like pop like this and I didn't love that. Like that's not necessarily, I didn't feel like the coolest doing that, but they ended up switching it and having me do like kind of like a Me Too moment, and that was super fun and I felt really comfortable with that. They had to like pre-approve my outfit before. And so I showed up like in full active booty. Like I've got my joggers on, I've got my mesh tee, I've got my reversible bomber, and then right as we're about to shoot, they're like, hey, like your outfit like doesn't really work. Like take off the jacket. And I was like, okay. So then I'm just in my black mesh tee and I'm like, all right, that's still me. And they're like, well, that's like not enough color, so let's put a different shirt on you. So they put like a pink dress shirt on me. The whole video is like this giant wedding party. All right, this is the giant ballroom. This is where a big dance break's gonna happen. Oh, they're already slaying it, crushing it. And then I like was wearing active booty joggers and tennis shoes. It's about the overall video, it's not about me, so it's fine. I don't know if I love the way I look in the video. All right, we're on take number 5, I think, and it's the last one, so we have to get it. And they're shooting this whole thing in one take. No cuts, so no one can mess up. I do my part, right? Jason goes past me, I do my little dance, then I have to like run behind the camera and scurry out of frame and then like wait for the next shot to be done. And then like once the camera like runs away, then I have to like follow the camera, cut through hallways, like dodge so the camera doesn't see me, and then make my way all the way over to the whole other side of the country club for the big dance scene. And I have to do that like as the song is going along, because like again, there's no cuts. So it was so stressful. Everyone's like booking it, running, like the director's like, stop, run. It's wild. And again, like you cannot make a mistake. So I make it to the very end and we do this big dance number. It is so much fun. I'm dancing with some of the people who are dancing in La La Land. Like these are professional dancers. Like again, I got taught the dance like twice. And so the choreographer comes up to me after and she's like, hey, so you're in the front row. And I was like, I'm ready for my praise. I'm sure that I was giving you life, wasn't I? And she was like, you really need to like clean up your hands. You need to make them straighter, like we're doing the, and she was just like correcting me, which was fine. Like I was doing it wrong, but I just felt so stupid. And then I had so much pressure because I was in the front. But then we did it and it was so much fun. We ran through it. I would say like 6 to 10 times. I truly lost count, but we just like kept chasing the sun because it was going down as we were shooting. But it was wild. That was a crazy like first music video experience. I had so much fun. Like Jason could not have been sweeter. He like saw me walking in the hall by myself, came up to me, shook my hand, introduced himself. And of course, like he's surrounded by people. Like the last thing he needs to worry about is, you know, a random person on set, but he like took the time to say hi to me. He stayed after we were done shooting and he did like one-on-one like photos with people, was taking videos with like cast members, and he spent so much time making everyone feel so special. And then at the end, like once we wrapped, he did this speech to everyone and he just said, you know, thank you, and how he never thought this would happen again for him. And he started crying. It was just so genuine because he was surrounded by, you know, people he loved, people he admired and really wanted to work with for a long time. And so to be a part of this like resurgence for him into pop music is wild. I don't know if I'll ever get used to the opportunities that like being on the internet has provided me. And out of like the tens of thousands of creators, to be like amongst the small handful of people that like a record label chooses to be in a music video, that will never make sense to me. And I'm so grateful for that opportunity. I think we shot from 11 to 5 or 6. I was probably on camera for like 15 seconds of the whole video. And so it's like a lot of hurry up and waiting. And that's something I understand, but I feel like a lot of people don't understand is you spend so much time and invest so much time into things that often like you don't get paid for, but it's just like you want to be a good sport and be a part of the experience. I had the best time. I was so grateful. The director was fantastic. Taylor was so sweet, such a good dancer, so on top of it. Just like everyone there was so helpful and so kind. And I feel like I continue to be involved in these things where I am around a lot of good people, and I feel like I hear so much about the industry and people being bad and negative and mean, but I feel like, I guess it's just like who you choose to surround yourself with. And I feel like I've just gotten lucky and I've always been surrounded by people who are really genuine and kind, and I just love that I got to be a part of that today. That was so incredible. Well, my camera died again, but basically if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I'll answer them. Head to Jason's YouTube channel. The video is out right now. I actually haven't seen it, so I'm gonna go watch it. I'm so excited, and just thank you for supporting me in this channel. I love you.